Good morning and happy Friday, fifth graders who made it through another week. We got a nice cold, rainy day today, so kind of a bummer, but tomorrow's supposed to be nice. Okay, so yesterday we introduced this idea of graphing. Today we're going to build on it, and then next week we're going to get even more complicated. I kind of like this chapter, this topic, because it allows us to look at math in a little bit of a different way, with some shapes and graphs and stuff like that. Okay, so let's get at it. So first of all, we are only going to be working with what's called the first quadrant. That's this top right corner. So this graph also exists where my picture is. It exists underneath, but we're sticking only where all the numbers are positive. So let's go from there. Come on now. All right. So when we look at this graph, there are two really important lines that we have to know. The blue line and the red line. The blue line, you can see in the bottom, has a little X by it. That blue line is called the X-axis. So anytime you see blue, we're talking about that horizontal X-axis. Then there's the red line that goes up and down. And the name of the red line is the y-axis. You see we have this y right here. So that's the y-axis. Now we're going to use those two lines to plot these points onto the graph. So let's take a look at how we would do that. Oh man, this is like the most annoying thing in the world. Okay, nice and slow. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, so we have this first point, 3, 5. 3, 5. This is called an ordered pair. This ordered pair is going to tell us where to plot a point, and it gives us our instructions. So we look at the first number. The first number is always the X number. It says go to 3. Okay, so let me make a little mark at 3. Then the second number is the Y number. It says go up to 5. So I went over to the 3 and up 5 spots. And that would be my first point. So the X number is 3, and the Y number, if we go over, is 5. All right, let's do another one. All right, let's do this guy. So here we have our first number in this ordered pair is 5. So the X-axis number is 5. I go over to 5, and then how high do I go? I go up 9. That's right. The second number is 9. I go up 9. So I went over 5, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I go up 9, and my point goes right there. All right, next one. Let's change our color up. Let's go to this. Okay, so do I go for this problem right here? Do I go over first or up first? Right, I go over first. I always start by going over. The first number is the X number, and that is 2. So let me go over 2, bada bing, bada boom. Over 2 and up how many? 4. I go over 2 and up 4, and I would plot my point right there. All right, so last one of these. Oop, gonna sneeze. Last one. Let's take a look at this problem. So I go over 0. Okay, I'm hanging out right here, and up 0. Okay, I'm hanging out right here. So the whole time I'm just right here. And that spot at 0, 0, right in the corner, where I did not move in the X direction and I did not move in the Y direction, is called our origin. That spot at 0, 0 is called the origin. Okay, now that we graph that way, let's go backwards. So now we are going to have to look at a spot on the graph and find what the ordered pair is. So let's do our smiley face first. Okay, so in our smiley face, we always look for our X number first. How far, if I start at the origin, how far over do I have to get to the smiley face? Well, I go over to 5. Okay, so my first number is 5. My X value is 5. And the second number is how far do I go up? So I went over to the 5, and then I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the location of that smiley face is 5, 8. We started at the origin, we went over 5 and up 8. All right, now let's do this kind of rainbow thing. All right, so again, we start at the origin, and first we see how far do we have to go over. So we go over in the X direction, we go over 10 spots. So our X value is 10. And then our Y value, what would our Y value be at that rainbow? That's right, it's 4. We went over 10 and up 4 to get to the rainbow. So our ordered pair is 10, 4. 10, 4, get it? Okay, so again, you can always watch this video again. I'm going to be putting out a pair deck for you to practice. I think this is a good use of pair deck. So good luck, have fun, and email me with any questions.